The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Seattle Seahawks and the Minnesota Vikings. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Taken from about the 12. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Play action now. Cousins. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he fires one that's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And they are going to set up shop. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Green Bay Packers. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
Here we go, here we go. 70 Lions. That's trash, that's trash.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Let's go, D. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Throwing now is Gino. He lets it fly for Lockett. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Oh, yeah.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett. 70 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Record. Mike's 57. 57's Mike. Hey, pick your game up. 57.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
What we got?
He has it complete to Christian Watson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
57's the mic. 57's the mic.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers. Pass caught, it's Romeo Doubs. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Check 24. Check 24. Inside.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9.
Strong right.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And able to find Alan Lazard. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 32-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
88. It's a party now. It's a party. Mike's 57. 57's Mike. Watch the flag.
And again, it's Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 19. Cobb in motion right. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. On the move to his left. That is caught by Cobb. And it's a Packer touchdown. Randall Cobb from 19 yards away. And the Packers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Crosby connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
19 right.
Now Gino. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Gino now to throw. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. It's Preston Smith. He gets the sack there.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
They snap it to Smith. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. These two teams all tied after 1. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, 24 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. On the return from his end zone, Godwin Igwebuike. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
So the false start will back them up 5. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. Back to throw, Smith. Going right back to Fant. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Here we go. Panther 60. Panther 60. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Now it's Smith. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Smith. He's got his in Fant. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Packers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Hey.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Got Dobbs over the middle. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. 57's the Mike. 57's the Mike. Hey, defense. Hey. Box it. 57's the Mike. Rock 57. You don't want none of that. Go to 50. 57's the Mike. 57's the Mike.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Buffalo 18. Back.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Now Smith. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Hey, you block over here. Check hot route.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Out to his left. He hits Dobbs on the crosser. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Hey, check 26. 57. Right here. 57's the mic. 57.
On 1st down, Rodgers. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Uchenna Nwosu.
So first thing that crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Will Dissly taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Gino's going to throw. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Rodgers now on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Wide open receiver, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Mike 57, Mike 57. All day, dog. Mike's 57, 57. 26. I'm coming.
Rodgers again now. Caught left side by Cobb. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Rodgers to Cobb, good for a Green Bay first.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
57's to Mike. Come on, baby. Let's see what you can do.
Throwing is Rodgers. He's got it. Touchdown. Aaron Jones, as the first half is winding down. And the Packers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And into the end zone, it's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
Well, CD, that's a huge play by this defense in a close ball game. I think he was trying to just extend the play. They're getting outside the pocket, but he throws a costly pick six.
Yeah, he's trying to find someone open. You're exactly right. He wasn't looking to run. He was looking to throw. The result, not good for him. They were more than happy on the defensive side to gather that one in and take it to the house.
Crosby with the extra point, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. A very... This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. Taken from about the 12. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
When you're on the road, the last thing you want to do is make a mistake that brings the crowd into it. Now you're not just battling your opponent, you're battling yourself as well.
Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive. That didn't take long to see our first penalty of the game, did it?
We always talk about everyone wanting to get into the game in a hurry. The officials did as well.
Check right. Watch tight end. We got three. Here we go, 46. 57 to Mike.
Dak going to start out going to the air. Flushed out right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
Check back. Kill.
Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott He's going deep for Brown.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game, and I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline. All. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Smith. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
2nd and 8 coming up.
Eagle. Viking 18.
Throwing is Smith. This is the tight end Fant. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Man out. Switch. He's coming. Check smash. Ready.
On 1st and 10, Smith. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the 1st down sack. Smith going for Metcalf on the deep ball. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 35 yards. And the Seahawks take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader." Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
On play action, Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line.
Kill. 27.
4th down, Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. Hey, switch gears. Hey.
And they'll run. It's Ken Walker.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here we go. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Smith.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
Kenneth Walker.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Seahawks lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott. High throw, but he makes the catch. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
47.
Prescott to throw it. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott.
Swinging this out for Pollard. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Trying to run for it with Pollard. Oh, he shifts past him. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
56 is Mike. 56 is Mike.
From the red zone now, Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's Pollard again. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Mike's 56. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. Here we go, kill. It's just me and you. Mike 56. Mike 56. Man, I got you. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Now Prescott on 4th down. Flush to his right. He's going to find a man here. It's complete. Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Pollard diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Being chased out left. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
To throw again on 2nd down. Smith. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Micah Parsons in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
On the double.
14's the mic.
You gonna get this, boy? 18, pioneer.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Stephanie, Viking 18. 79 Broncos.
Here we go on 4th. Smith. Deep ball for Goodwin. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On second down, Prescott again. They still can't get him. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll go down at the 28. Options galore here. Second and a few inches. Going to run again here with Pollard. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
Check 56. Hey, we got to get this stop here. We're going to 54.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. He moved from your former position senior year, strong safety.
Yeah, sometimes they get you up near the line of scrimmage or you're trying to time up a blitz. You've got to get it right, otherwise that flag comes out and you just cost your team some yardage.
56. Pick me up. Here we go. Kill. Check. Crunch. Check.
Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. Boy, they had it at the 1. The false start moves it to the 6 now for first and goal. The carry here for the big tight end. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. On the ground with a tight end. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Jake Ferguson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. But gutsy call there. Yates at the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
70, Timberwolves.
Let's go, D, let's go.
On first down, Smith. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. Down inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Marquise Goodwin, 42 yards. And the Seahawks have retaken a third-quarter lead. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third-quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that will make this a 4-point game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return way back at the 11. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Pollard going to try the right side. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
Let's make these babies. We're going to 54.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Play action now. Prescott.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Now Gino on first down.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that pushes the lead up to 11. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Pulls it in at the 13. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. First down, Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. They'll throw again. Prescott. And he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. There he goes, left side. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
Now Myers for the extra point. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. On 1st and 10, Prescott. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now a give here to Pollard. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now Prescott. Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. I don't think that was a blitz, was it?
No, not at all. I mean, there was no blitz called on the play. Had other responsibilities, but he saw an opportunity, saw a path, and he took it.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Buying time to his left. And Prescott, his third interception. Jordan Brooks with it. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Smith. And that's going to be caught downfield by Fant. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal.
From the gun, it's Walker.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Ken Walker.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Seahawks take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is now 24. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Following the fumble recovery, Smith. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jordan Lewis.
And the Cowboys are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, I don't want to take too much away from his performance throwing the football. He's got the 4 touchdown passes, but this now a 2nd interception of the ball game.
And, partner, part of what's gotten him the 4 touchdowns is a certain fearlessness. But that fearlessness borders with recklessness, and the latter just occurred.
And this is going to fall to the ground incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. It'll be a handoff to Pollard, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. On the move past the 40. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down. And that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give them a new set of downs. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
Really good coverage all over the field, and it took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Escaping the pressure right. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Inside give to Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys get a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. Let's get the ball. 57's the mic. Watch 57.
They'll try and throw for it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Check Mike, 27. Check Mike.
Throwing now, Smith. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat, go!
Here's Smith. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Tempo, 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 tempo. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Throwing again is Smith. Steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Ready, ready.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. He hits his target, Lockett. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 23 yards the pickup there. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Geno. Dancing to his left. No, it's out. Smith lost it. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Smith going to throw it. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
3rd and long, it's Smith. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. One last shot now for Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did